Look at this incredible stone and stucco home. This is what a typical Connolly job looks like. But if you're watching this video right now, you might have the same question that many others do. Is stucco still a good material to put on your home?
Yes, it is. What we've seen over the years is that a lot of the flashings on the house were improperly installed. Windows installed without sill pans or back dams.
Allow us to show you what Kieran means. This stunning home in Chester Springs has lots of back dams and properly installed flashing, even expansion control joints built right into the stucco. This is what a new, properly installed stucco job should look like. Does your house look like this? The water is diverted off the house and around the windows and doors. Take a look at this big window, for example, how the flashing and little kick-out diverters are built right into the stucco by the Connolly team to ensure that the water goes where it's supposed to, not behind the stucco. Frankly, unless your stucco was done by Connolly, it is unlikely that you have these critical features. The owners of this home didn't either until they had a leaky window they couldn't fix. They called Kieran Connolly.
He came out, took a look at it, said, "Brad, yeah, I can fix this window for you, but I think you've got a bigger issue here." So we had he recommended a moisture test to be done. So we had an independent moisture guy come out, do the test, come to find out there were problems with the whole house and the stucco needed to be totally remediated.
The Connolly team had to tear off all the stucco, repair rotted framing, and rebuild the outside of this home the right way. Connolly did an incredible job, not just on the stucco. Look at the stonework. Remember, Connolly does it all. Stucco, stone, hardy plank, siding, windows, doors, roofing, you name it. If it's outside a home, Kieran Connolly does it. In fact, Connolly is even building complete homes these days. Custom, beautiful homes. Brad says Kieran Connolly and his team did a fantastic job and were a joy to work with.
He did everything that he said he was going to do. In fact, that was the biggest positive came out of the whole process. His responsiveness, I can actually get him on the phone. A lot of contractors I couldn't even call me back. His communication throughout the whole project. My project probably took 2 to 3 months or more. And he would tell you, okay, today, Brad, we're gonna have this delivery come, and we're gonna have the dumpster come. And I have 2 kids running around the house. Very important that he said he would clean up every day, his staff, and they did, as much as possible. It's obviously a pretty messy job. So he was neat about it, he communicated well, and he was responsive.
Look at this stately home in Wayne. It still looks brand new, but when the current owner bought it, she found a big stucco problem.
At first, I couldn't tell that there was any problem with the stucco until I had an inspector come. And when the sun was shining on the house, you could see these little tiny cracks in it. And so we decided to do the stucco inspection. And when they did, they took out tiny places that they thought would be a good place to do a test. And they found rot underneath. And the house was only 6 years old. So they were really surprised to find that. They didn't think there would be any problems here.
Susan needed a stucco expert fast. She wanted the best because this was going to be a big job. She is so glad that she found Kieran Connolly.
I talked to several different people who do stucco rehab work, and of everyone, he was the guy who was the most thorough. He was extremely knowledgeable. He guaranteed his work, which was huge, because if you're going to have stucco redone, you don't want a problem in 3 years and have to redo it. And he guaranteed his work. He was professional. He was everything he told me he did.
Susan, who was recently widowed, said Kieran Connolly and his team were a real guiding force for her. They had to remove all the stucco on the home, and Susan decided to replace it with hardy plank, lots of it. The quality of the job is outstanding. The Connolly team delivered, staying on time and on budget.
He absolutely did, and it didn't take very long. In fact, people were just like shocked because this is a very big outside to have to redo, and it was scaffolding, everything. This was a big project, and he was in and out in a month, and he took care of my lawn. He, his guys cleaned up every single day. You couldn't even tell when they left at night that they had been here. They were great.
One of the reasons for that is when you get a Connolly team on your job, you are getting lots of old world craftsmen. These guys have the experience and attention to detail you just don't find much anymore. They've been together for many years. Kieran came to America in 1988 as a young man with a dream. He needed help to start his business, and Francis Marinelli gave him a line of credit for stucco materials on a handshake. They've been doing business ever since.
The best. I mean, I don't know if this is the kind of thing you would say in here, but I mean, from our position, one of the biggest things is paying your bills. The man's money is like gold. I mean, it's there every month. When bill comes, we get a call the next day with either a credit card or a check.
That is the intangible you just don't find a lot anymore. You can take Kieran Connolly's word to the bank. He does what he says he will do, under-promises and over-delivers every day. If you have stucco, take the first step and call Kieran and his certified experts. They know exactly what to look for.
When we go to the house first, we can see what's missing. The kick-out flashings in the roof and the stucco where they meet, you can see if they're missing. There's going to be problems in those areas. Head flashings over the windows. If you get dark stains under the windows or on the walls, they're indications that you've got problems on the house.
Connolly Plastering and Stucco. For anything on the outside of your home, make the call. You will be happy that you did.